The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Years, this Prime Minister is not worth the cost of housing, which has doubled since he promised to lower it. But there is good news. Rent is down for the 8th consecutive month in the United States. Right. Meanwhile, it has more than doubled under this Prime Minister. It's up 9% in the last year alone. Can the Prime Minister explain why is rent going down in the States while it skyrockets under his leadership here at home?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
I'd like to give the Leader of the Opposition another opportunity to apologize for referring to Ukraine as disparagingly as a faraway foreign land.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Speaker, the question was about rent in Canada. Rent prices have doubled after 8 years of this Prime Minister. They have tripled in his home city of Montreal, and now, according to the Home Builders of Canada, they expect that construction numbers will actually plummet this year relative to the prior years. They say that this will lead to higher prices, and they say we require, quote, policy changes to reverse it. Will the Prime Minister finally accept a common sense plan to build the homes so Canadians can afford the rent?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, once again, I didn't hear an apology to Ukrainians. I encourage him to do that. People are waiting for it. At the same time, Mr. Speaker, I can remind this House that we have signed dozens of housing accelerator fund agreements across the country that are leading to the construction of hundreds of thousands of new homes in the coming years. We've eliminated GST off of purpose-built rental apartments. We're moving forward on an interest-free savings account for first-time homebuyers. But again, I encourage the Leader of the Opposition to apologize for referring to Ukraine as some faraway foreign land.
The Honourable Leader of the Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, it just proves that what I said earlier. He's not interested in Ukraine. When I asked about rental prices, he started spreading disinformation about Ukraine. He couldn't care less about the war effort over there. He only cares about distracting from his failures at home. L'un de ses échecs.
One of his failures is the tripling of rents in Montreal. And the Builders Association has said that this year will be one of the worst. Why, Mr. Speaker, are rents plummeting in the U.S. when they're skyrocketing here in Canada? The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
This House, for well over 150 years, has been here to recognize the debates and follow what people have been doing. And if he is suggesting that Hansard, the official record of this House in which he said Ukraine is a faraway foreign land, is somehow misinformation or disinformation, well, he should come right out and say so.
In terms of housing, we continue to invest across the country, including in Quebec. Quebec is doubling the $900 million we put forth for housing to help housing creation. The Honourable